Hello, my sweet friends. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming to see me today. I cannot tell you how happy I am that you did. Today I'm going to be doing Margarete Miller's hashtag CWP. Let me make sure I get this right now. It's been a few days. Yeah, hashtag 2025 CWP, and this is week 40. Oh gosh, what week is this? This is week 41. Holy moly. We're just speeding right through this year. Oh my goodness, I can't hardly believe it. All right, so let's start with God's Word. Thou openest thy hand and satisfiest the desire of every living thing. Psalms 145:16. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Matthew 5:4. Alrighty, I have lots of shout outs. Again, I want to thank everybody for your well wishes and prayers that you offered to me and offered up for me this past weekend. I really and truly do appreciate it from the very bottom of my heart. Please know that. All right, so I've got Leanne Jones, 598, Debbie Kelly, Candy's Crafty Creations, Tammy from Mystic Creative Cottage, Gwen the Trash Witch, Mary Jo Crafting and Dolls, Susan Gazaway's Paper Crafting, and Susan from I Totally Love It. Thank you all so much for your kind comments. They mean everything to me. I so appreciate them. All right, so this is week 41. I've got my book here ready. This is the page I'm going to put everything down, but I'll just set it aside for the moment. Our prompts this week are blue paper, which I have. Blue is one of my favorite colors. I say that because red is one of my favorite colors. Green is one of my favorite colors. Blue, red, and green, I guess, are really my most favorite colors. Something you love. So since I'm not sharing pictures of my little granddaughter online per the request of her parents, which I totally agree with, I chose this little cutie pie. She looks to be about the same age as my little sweetie, and is very cute. It has a little round face like my little one does. So that's something I love. Something you find underground. Well, if you're lucky enough, buried treasure is something you find underground. So I picked buried treasure. Something underlined. I've got this vintage French book of some kind. I don't know I think it's a grammar book of some sort, but there are quite a few things underlined here. Some of them look like they were underlined by whoever owned it and worked in it. So we're going to use part of that. An article, a clothing accessory. I chose a jean jacket because I do love jean jackets. So I chose a jean jacket. That's my clothing accessory. And a postal item. So I had this. I found it in one of the cotton collage books. It's got the envelope with the postmarks on it, a pen, and material for writing. So I chose this for a postal item. All right, so now I need to put these things down. So I'm tempted to put this little girly here right in there with the buried treasure. I don't know though. Maybe I won't do that. All right, so I think I've got everything. a blue paper, something I love, something you find underground, something underlined, clothing, accessory, and a postal item. Okay. So I don't need all of this, but I do need the part that's underlined. Part of this underlined. So somebody was using this book for studying. I have no idea what they were studying though. Yeah, I wish I did. I'm just going to kind of tear this up. Save the number. About tear these sides a little bit. So I hope everybody's doing good. I am doing well. I'm feeling much better. My thoughts and prayers go out to Candy and to her and her family, and the loss of her gran, and her husband is still having a rough time even though he's home from the hospital, so keep her in your prayers. Inking around this. I guess this walnut stain has, for when I am inking, has become one of my favorite inks. I just like the way it looks, especially on torn edges. It kind of gives it almost a burnt look, which I think is really cool. I love that look. All right, set that aside. And ink around this little girly. The paper in this particular cut and collage book is not very thick, so one of my granddaughter's gifts before she was born from her aunt, one of her aunts on my husband's side, they gave her this little trike type scooter thing that it's kind of like a stroller in a way, but it converts to where it can be her first tricycle. And my daughter and my son-in-law took her out on it last night for a walk, and boy was she loving it. Oh my goodness. So cute. She was loving it. Daddy put her little feet in the pedals. They have little straps on them, and her little feet her little legs reached, and she didn't really use the handlebars, but she did try to reach for them at one point, which was real cute. My daughter made a video. Oh my gosh, so cute. And then she was up visiting with me yesterday, and my older daughter, her aunt. And at first when Daddy first left her, she just was, at this particular age, between 8 months and a year, it depends on the baby, of course, but they get that stranger danger, but it's not just stranger danger. They want to be with their parents primarily. And my oldest daughter doesn't see her that frequently. So in lieu of her mother and father, she retreated to me, which is a good thing. But my daughter was here for a few hours, so by the time she left, they had sort of kind of made friends. she wanted to stick with me, but she was playing with her and it was cute. We had such a cute time with her. When Daddy first left, she was crying and he was kind of worried. I told him, I said, just leave, she'll be okay. And she was. She settled down after a few minutes and was smiling and happy. So I told Daddy not to worry, she would be fine. Alright, so we got all this ink. Now, what are we going to do with it, huh? Probably that I could use a smaller background to put it on and it wouldn't seem like it's so... So I'm going to put the little girly up there because she's something special. I'll put my little girly right here. Put it on this beautiful blue paper. I love this shade of blue. And I love this pearlescent paper. I really, really love it. I would like to, I'm just about totally out of it. I think I'll just put it like this. Alright, so let me just kind of glue this to this. And glue the little girly here. Here. And put my little jean jacket right here. And I can turn this over and kind of some glue on there. So I'm going to try to get another video up today, working in the Frosty Journal. I really am almost done with it. I was trying to decide yesterday what I wanted to do next as far as a Christmas journal. And I do need to get some work done on my granddaughter's little birthday Christmas kind of album. Okay, so this is week 41. I've got all my prompts. I've got blue paper, something I love. I love a lot of things, but when you think about something you love, sometimes the first thing or closest to your heart is what comes into your mind. So something I love, something you find underground, hidden treasure, buried treasure, something underlined, this from this book, a clothing accessory, and a postal item. So this is week 41 of hashtag CWP41. All right, so I want to round these corners in here. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I seem to be stuck again at 248, which I'm very thankful for that number, don't get me wrong. But I'd like to get over that 250 hump. I really would. So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, just hit that subscribe button. There's no commitment. There's no junk mail that'll come your way or anything. Alrighty, everyone. So I am going to get off of here and say goodbye for now. I will see you in the next one. Remember, I love every one of you and I appreciate you so very much. And I thank you for being part of my channel and for giving me the support that you do. I cannot begin to thank you enough. So for now, I'm going to go, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye. Bye-bye.